Okay, that's 10 seconds. It's odd number. I guess I start. Got a lump right there.
It's cancer.
Yeah, I know, it's cancer. Stop reminding me that it's cancer. Welcome back to the Animated Arcade. I'm John.
I'm Aaron.
And this is a video game cartoon podcast where we watch, review, riff on, and share trivia about video game cartoons. And I just realized I didn't turn off the TV, so there's a chance we'll be distracted by the Roku screensaver again.
American Idol.
And the
Watch free. No thank you.
The remote is way over there.
Don't you have a Roku remote to turn it off?
Actually, I got the Roku app on my phone. I could use that to turn it off. It's about 18 pages over.
Just search Roku.
Psh. It's always the easy answer with this guy.
I'm efficient. It's the reason people like me as a travel plan man.
You're officious.
I am not a fish.
You heard that, right?
Maybe.
Oh, there was a car. There we go.
I did hear the car.
Yeah, that's something we'll have to keep in mind. Okay, if you want to watch the episodes we're watching today, you can watch them on the Wild Brain Superheroes YouTube channel,
Amazon Prime,
the N-Circle TV app on Roku and Amazon Fire devices, but the Zelda clips or the Zelda episodes, as usual, won't have any live action segments.
buy the DVD.
Yeah, and if you buy the old Zelda DVD, this is the 5th and final episode from those that does have its Mario segment attached.
And what are we actually watching?
The episodes we're watching today are...
what show are we watching? We got distracted before we said that.
No, we didn't. I'm about to say the episodes we're watching today.
I'm talking about what show is this? Street Fighter? Mortal Kombat? What video game show are we watching? And continuing on.
Well, if they're starting with this episode, I'm sure they can figure it out through context clues, because I'm just about to tell them. But no, yeah, we're continuing through the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and The Legend of Zelda in air date order. I think that's what he wanted to hear.
Yes. I am happy now.
And the episodes of that we're watching today are the live-action segment Pizza Crush and the Zelda cartoon episode Fairies in the Spring. Originally aired November 17th, 1989. We're on a Friday again.
But we're recording on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And releasing on a Monday.
Buried on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, but you want to get hooked on the brothers?
I do.
With the Mario Brothers and Plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the
fame.
If you think it's in
Trouble.
you can call us on the
Double.
We're faster than the
Others.
You'll be hooked on the
Brothers.
Hooked on the
Brothers.
Yo.
Part of the reason I talk over that is because we've gotten some bogus copyright claims on that.
Now hit it again so that we can relive the episode. So we start the episode, Pizza Crush, with the theme song again.
Yeah, that's right. Mario is eating pizza and dancing around to this.
With the Mario Brothers and Plumbing's a game. We're not like the others.
Anyway, he even turns to the... did he turn to the camera, or is it more of an aside where he says, there's nothing like some music to go with pizza?
I think that the camera panned in front of him.
Oh, okay, but he might not have been leaning on the fourth wall.
Yeah.
As little as this show ever does.
I know.
And, he's got pizza around the place. We see pretty soon just how much, because...
the cuckoo clock says, what was it?
Babe incoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of use out of this cuckoo clock all of a sudden.
Now that we no longer have Edison, the cuckoo clock is the VIP character.
Yeah, and Edison was well known for announcing the presence of visitors.
He was. Or at least stealing electricity for them.
Yeah, that he did do. But was that a knock, a doorbell, or did she just come in?
She just walked in.
I know she did later on.
And it is a pizza girl in a pizza outfit.
By which he means a pizza delivery outfit. She wasn't dressed as a pizza.
Which would have been better.
I don't know. I think it would have been that scene from Joker. Not that I saw the movie, I'm just saying that scene from the trailer. That Joker movie looked a little too art house bleak for me.
Yeah, fair. But comes by for another with another pizza for him and says, is kind of flirty.
She says is kind of flirty.
Yes. I can't remember much of what she says.
Yeah, it was mostly stuff like, oh, hi Mario, got another pizza for you, and...
Yeah.
Well,
I love a man who can eat pizza.
Yeah, I think she said, I love a man who can eat his weight in pizza, or something
yes.
like that.
Whoa, yeah! Incoming babe!
Hiya, Mario. Here's your pizza.
Oh, you again?
Yeah, me again. Gosh, I love a man who can eat his weight in pizza.
Well, thank you.
And she's like, oh, well, thank you. He's gracious.
Yeah.
If a little wary, and she leaves, and she's like, I'll be back soon. And then Luigi comes in.
And Mario is mad at him. Because he thinks Luigi is ordering him pizza all the time.
Yeah, he thinks either Luigi's pulling a prank, or Luigi's doing it for some other purpose.
Yeah. Knock it off, Luigi. I couldn't eat another bite. Well, maybe one more.
Well, maybe one more. Yeah. That's a recurring bit.
And then we pan out to all the pizzas.
Yeah, it turns out there's this big stack of... Now, the prop pizza boxes are empty.
Yeah.
So they can be moved around. But apparently they're full.
Yes.
Still. Because Mario just hasn't gotten to them yet. Or they're the fallen soldiers he's already eaten. It's a little ambiguous.
I'd like to believe it's the fallen soldiers he's already eaten.
That sounds more likely. And yeah, he explains to Luigi that the pizza girl keeps coming in. And now there's sort of because it's a Zelda episode, we have the act where the act break would have been to start the Mario cartoon, but then it just continues from that.
Yes.
And I think that was when they showed the wall of pizza boxes.
Yeah.
And then basically Mario's explaining to Luigi, like, oh, she thinks I'm cute.
Yeah.
I think you're cute too, but who's going to pay for all these pizzas? What happens when the bill comes in? We could be looking at a fortune here.
So they start packing up all the pizzas into a basket, a cart.
It's that rolly bin that sits at the bottom of the garbage chute, normally.
Yeah. I think they're planning on returning them.
Or something, yeah.
And Mario's dropping them in, and some don't land in.
Yeah.
And we get the return.
Well, we had that bit where Mario has his arms out and Luigi is stacking the pizza boxes.
Yeah.
And I think this must have been a bit of improv, but he picks him up from halfway through to look Mario in the face. You okay in there? And then Mario nods and he puts the boxes back down. And then he guides Mario over to the bin and half of them fall in.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was expecting. Oh, and then when they fall off...
That's where I was getting.
Yeah, I was leading back to it.
Luigi brings back the old family motto. Forget about it.
Yeah.
You'll be sleeping with the fishes. Neatness counts.
That one. Yeah. How many times do I have to tell you, Mario? Neatness counts.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm pretty sure this is 2.
You okay in there?
Yeah.
All right. All right, come on. Watch how you walk and be careful, huh? And hurry up. You got a lot.
You all right, Mario?
I can handle this. Really Sometimes I gotta tell you, neatness counts.
It was an accident.
It's an accident. It's always an accident. I love you. You're my brother.
Yeah.
Almost bookends, but we're not quite to the end of the show because Neatness Counts was that the first one?
Yeah. That was the first one.
I thought The Orphan was the first one.
No.
Orphan was the second one. Neatness Counts is the first one?
Yes.
Okay. With Nicole Eggert.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Messy Party,
Yeah.
which is a party to celebrate Messier.
Marc Messier?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So anyway, the delivery girl comes back with another pizza.
And is exceptionally flirty this time.
Yeah, I think she's finally realized that Mario's not quite getting the message, or at least she doesn't think he is.
And saying how cute he is, blowing kisses. Mario's blowing kisses back. And Luigi's like, what's this? After she leaves.
Yeah. And, yeah, he's making fun of her lots of, because she called him Mario Darling.
Yes.
I think that might have been before the bin part.
No, it was after.
Was it after? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
And then, yeah, that still carries on, like, what happens when the bill comes for all these pizzas? I think that's where he actually says that.
Yes.
And then...
she comes back with another pizza.
Yeah. And the clock says something else.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember. Do you? It was like... It wasn't Babe Alert. It was... I wish I was a plumber.
Oh, yeah. Words no one has ever mentioned since.
Yeah. And then Luigi's actually there this time, so Mario asks on his behalf, what's this all about? Where are these pizzas coming from?
And turns out that the pizzeria has a new chef who is very experimental. So the owners told Jody, the pizza girl, she does have a name, it's Jody.
Yeah, we didn't mention that.
To toss him out. And she thought that that was a waste of pizza. And that Mario would eat anything, so...
Yeah. And she just wanted an excuse to see Mario.
Yeah. So, she's been running back and forth with the pizza. And this last one, we finally get to know what type of pizza at least one of them is.
Yeah, this is a peppermint pizza.
Yes. And Luigi's like, forget the peppermint pizza. See if she has a sister who delivers pizza.
Yeah. And Mario elbows him, and apparently it hurts quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot that bit in the middle, between, after she brings the other pizza, and Luigi keeps knocking the pizza out of Mario's hand, because he doesn't want him to eat anymore, because he's hoping to return some of them, like you said.
Yeah.
It's like, Mario, don't eat, stop it. And Mario keeps picking the piece up, and Luigi keeps taking it from him, throwing it down, and wiping his hand on the napkin.
Yeah.
Which he does 2 or 3 times in the episode, every time he handles the pizza. But yeah, the plot point is basically left at that, so we don't know if Mario and Jody ever form any kind of meaningful relationship.
But we know in like 2 or 3 years, he's in the Mushroom Kingdom instead of with her.
Yeah, once again, it seems less and less likely that these are the Mario brothers who end up in the Mushroom Kingdom, but we're supposed to believe that they are. Oh. But yeah, the Jody leaves, Luigi says, oh, I hate peppermint, or, puts it back down, and they do the Mario, but Jody's not there.
She was too shy to do it.
I guess. So it's just Mario and Luigi doing the Mario over the guest star's name.
So, and the guest star is Eve Plumb. Are we getting into her right now, or are we going through how we feel about it?
We'll do the review first, yeah. I didn't care for this one all that much. It was pretty bare bones.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? It wasn't offensive. It wasn't bad. But it just existed.
No, that's just it. There just wasn't much to it.
Yeah. But no, I would say it's a middle third, not offensive, not bad, but not rememberable.
Rememberable.
Yeah.
Very good. No, you're exactly right. It's another one that's there. What was the last one? We had this debate about whether or not it should be in middle. I think this one's above that slightly.
Yeah, that was Addy Don't.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it must have been. Yeah, that one.
Because I liked it. Because I was right.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that to consider. Do you remember what our prediction for this one was?
Yes, and it wasn't this.
It wasn't this?
We had... Oh, well, it was
the
almost this.
It was the reverse. We figured that one of them had a crush on the pizza girl.
Exactly. And kept on ordering pizzas to see them.
Yeah. Or one of them would get crushed by a giant pizza.
Yeah. Indiana Jones style.
So yeah, not a great episode, but not a bad episode. What about the guest star?
Oh yeah, that is Eve Plumb. And let's start with her most famous thing. She was in the Brady Bunch.
Oh, okay.
She was... I just lost my notes.
In other words, IMDb reloaded on you.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
She was also in Law & Order's Special Victims Unit. Oh, I just cracked
600 episodes.
Nope. As Jan from the Brady Bunch, one of the children.
Oh, okay. I thought she was in Law & Order as Jan.
No.
Okay, she was Jan Brady.
Yes.
That would be the most recognizable role.
Yes.
Any other highlights?
Well, she was in the Brady Kids. There was one episode in Wonder Woman. Fantasy Island, 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. She's still active.
Oh.
She has one upcoming role as Gwen in a TV series called Folk, Folk. But yeah, she's still doing a lot of 1 or 2 episodes in a TV series. Background characters, side characters. She was in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show once.
Only once.
She was in That 70s Show as Mrs. Buchart.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. They had a lot of 70s celebrities show up as roles in that show.
Yes.
Oh, did you ever see that one where they had the Dwayne Johnson playing his dad?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good bit. Well, one day I hope my son will grow up to be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
Was in Lois and Clark for 1 episode.
Oh, which one?
That is Illusions of Grandeur.
Oh, I don't know it by name.
She was Rose Collins. You don't know it by name.
Actually, I might. That might be the one where that guy gets a copy of Clark's powers when he gets hit by lightning.
Oh.
I don't know, it's been a while. For some strange reason, suddenly everyone feels less comfortable watching Lois and Clark.
Let's just put it on ice for a couple of years. Come back to it then. But that was at least a laugh track. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But over the last couple of decades, she has also become a painter. And she's done some really impressive work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I will show John, and he can let me know whether or not he could paint it.
Oh, that's a painting?
That's a painting.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's kind of got a bit of a Washington Post photo painting quality to it. And so does that one. Also a bit of Alex Ross.
And then there's this one.
Oh, okay.
If you want to find her paintings, just search for them.
Yeah. Or Aaron will give me a link and I'll put it in the description of this episode.
Just search for them.
Do it yourself.
Yeah. Do your own research.
Yeah. We're not here to hold your hand.
But yeah. Still active, still alive, still painting. Has had several successful galleries throughout the United States.
Well, good.
As for this episode, what was it about again?
She plays a pizza girl besotted with Mario and is giving him garbage pizzas that were supposed to be thrown away. Like peppermint pizza, which I don't think I would even try.
But would you have basil on a pizza?
I don't know, maybe.
Then what's the difference? They're both green leaves.
Yeah, that's the similarity.
Yeah.
And God help you if I find cilantro on there.
Oh.
All right, we about ready to get into the Zelda cartoon?
I think we better.
All right, but if you're enjoying the show so far, be sure to give us, if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You'll also get the shorts that way.
Give us a like.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And also be sure, if you're listening on Spotify, to follow us on Spotify. Spotify has mentioned to me a couple times that I should mention that. So if you are, please do. And on your whatever podcast service you're using, give us a rating. Leave a review. We'll be happy to read those on the show.
If you're pirating this podcast, please let us know how.
I think literally the only person who could be pirating is either Ed or Cole, who've both been on the show before. Because they have access to the folder where we put a bunch of the raw, unedited episodes. Which are basically the same, but with a lot more ums and a lot more of this background hissing you can hear. Also, we're once again recording in a different place, and it's once again a little echoey. Sorry about that. We're still working on that.
Yes. At some point, you, the viewers, can buy us a studio.
Yeah, that's what it is. Maybe when we get more than 50 views an episode.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have a Zelda button, and at this point, we're sure as hell not going to go through the effort, so I'll put a little spike here to wake me up while I'm editing.
John, wake up!
You're still in the dream.
Nice job, hero.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
Okay, Fairies in the Spring.
Fair reason in the spring? That's what I heard.
Fairies in the Spring?
I heard fair reason in the spring.
I see. So, Fairies in the Spring. It's, we start out with the King of Hyrule in a pool.
Yes.
And Zelda...
Drinking lemonade.
Yeah. Well, actually, we cut first to the a tower with Link in it, and he just goes, woo, and wipes his brow with his hat still on, because it's really warm.
Yeah.
And then the camera pans up to the sun, and then it dissolves to a different picture of the sun and comes back down. And yeah, the king is swimming around, and Zelda is lounging on the steps in an anachronistic pink one-piece. Which, this comes up again. Some characters wear old-timey bathing suits that are still a couple hundred years too far in the future. And then all the women wear modern one-piece swimsuits.
Yes.
Because it's a cartoon, I guess. But anyway,
I
that's
tried
going to be
wa-
the thumbnail. You'll know what Zelda's swimsuit looks like no matter what you're listening to this on.
I tried watching Pink One Piece once. Couldn't get hooked enough to watch all 1,000 episodes.
So, the king is swimming, and he's frolicking about, and he's talking about how great it'll be once his royal water park is done construction, and then all the citizens will have some place to cool off. And
he asks Sprite for another glass of lemonade.
Yeah, he's got a goblet with a straw in it,
Yeah.
and you can hear ice rattling around. He's like, Sprite! And Zelda reminds him that Sprite is on vacation. And we learn later where... Well, no, actually, she comes back from her vacation, but she happens to come back where they are at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
She wasn't where the episode ends. And... what was it? It leads off from that. He dumps his ice from the drink into the pool. Very sanitary.
Yes.
And then we cut to more extras than we've ever seen in the Zelda cartoon. There's a whole bunch of Hylian soldier worker bee guys who are laying bricks and building this thing. Because this entire thing is made out of brickwork.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not going to be a problem when you're going down a water slide made out of bricks. Especially if it's dry.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. But the workers are just about done until they start getting attacked by phantomous water monsters that rise up from the water.
Yes.
In the shape of like dragons and like wraith-like bird things.
Yeah.
And like a third one. There's like 3.
Giant, like, Yeti-type monster.
Yeah, something like that. Now, these things are animated pretty well. They're looping, but it's smooth.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one thing I'll mention. This episode might be one of the best animated Zelda episodes.
Which is saying something.
Yeah, it's certainly within the higher tier.
Yeah.
You know, it's... Again, we don't go into the animation companies because there'd be an awful lot of digging, especially with how poorly documented this show is. But they definitely farmed it out to one of the good ones for this one. And anyway, we cut to the throne room, which... Is this the first time we've seen the throne room?
It might be.
Because I was thinking of one, but that was that room where they were entertaining Prince Facade.
And I was just thinking the same thing. I think this is the first time.
Yeah, this is the grand hall of the castle.
Which is a shame, because we only have 2 more episodes left to enjoy it.
Yeah, we probably won't even see it again. But we'll see. Anyway, and that room with Prince Facade, that's also the one where in That Sinking Feeling, where Ganon's tearing it up for the Triforce, and he's like, I'm very upset! So anyway, this is the first time we've seen the throne room, and that head worker... is kneeling there, and he's like, that's right, Your Highness, we were attacked by water monsters. As you can see, I'm all wet.
Uh-oh, hot dog!
Yeah. And then Zelda says, speaking of all wet, where's our so-called hero? He should be hearing this. And then Link swings in on a rope, and he's like, ta-da!
You called for a hero?
Yes, but you'll have to do. That's definitely going... If I make that, that's definitely going in there. And, Link and Zelda head off to investigate. And they're pretty quickly beset by the same water monsters.
Yeah.
Link zaps them, but they come right back. And then...
Zelda gets her legs tied by an eel.
Yeah, which Link zaps, but then it starts electrocuting him.
He drops his sword.
Yeah. And then Zelda pulls out her crossbow from the pouch and shoots the eel.
They both come up at the same time.
Yeah, but I guess because the eel is technically a water monster, it was okay to show the crossbow bolt actually sticking out of it for a sec. Because then when the eel dissolves, the arrow just falls to the ground. Which is weird because usually the crossbow just shoots zap bolts.
Yeah. Instead
of arrows, so whatever. It's like how I think it was in the ninja one, Sing for the Unicorn, where it shows Link swiping at the moblins or Stalfos or whatever, but it's from a reverse angle, so he's swinging at the camera.
Yeah.
And then it reverse cuts and they dissolve, so it's obvious instead of shooting them, he actually did slash them with his sword.
Yeah.
So like that's how you get around that. And then he kicked those snakes in the face and there were blood trails, so who the hell knows anymore? Anyway, the point I was making is, as you were alluding to, Link dropped his sword, but when they come up from the water, he's already holding it. They don't show him picking it back up.
So...
It's magic.
Yeah.
So just as they're approaching the edge of the pool, the king shows up, still in his bathing suit and robe combo, which he was also wearing on the throne, by which we mean his throne.
And by his throne, we mean the toilet.
Yes. I always hold royal court in here. That way everybody leaves as quickly as possible, except that one guy who enjoys it a little too much. Anyway, he shows up and he's like, I assume this water nonsense was all a bunch, or this monsters, no, it was all a bunch of hooey, or whatever it was he says. And Zelda's like, I wouldn't exactly say that.
We missed one part when they first got to the spring.
Oh, when Link steps on the flower?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like, we haven't, it's been 5 minutes and we haven't done an excuse me princess yet, so we gotta put one in. So Zelda screams and he's like, what, monster? And no. He's standing on some kind of flower and she just picks him up by the foot and flings him away.
Then she screams again.
It's like, what, am I blocking the sun for some dandelions? That was a good line.
Yeah.
And then, and again, it's the setup to make it the first one a false alarm, and then there's the real monster.
Yeah.
Human being. So they're the real monsters. And then, the king gets grabbed by a water monster, like a giant eel or something.
Fish.
Oh, it was. Well, no, it was... That grabbed the Triforce later, but what grabbed the king? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gets dragged under. Link dives in, but comes up, and he's nowhere to be seen. And they go all the way back to the castle.
So the king's dead.
Yeah, to ask the Triforce of Wisdom for help. And the Triforce literally says, to find your father, royal daughter, you must search beneath the water. It's like, so go back.
Yeah.
And this time, notice that there's a grate underneath. So they do that, but Zelda brings the Triforce with her, levitating it and holding it by a chain.
Because she feels like she needs it.
Yeah, which, I mean, she uses it once after that, so... Because when she's using the Triforce, that's when she can actually, like, cast magic from her hands.
Oh, yeah.
Just like when she was fighting against Ganon, once again, in that sinking feeling. And, actually, I think once that stuff's had a chance to settle, it does help.
Not for me.
No, I mean, just with the...
Yeah, but it was just making me salivate, and...
Yeah, it does until you... But once you swallow it all, you stop front-loading the saliva. Once you're really coated with it. At least finding it worked for me.
Okay.
But that was more of a me problem anyway, because my mouth is constantly drying out at your house, even with the cat pills.
Yeah.
And maybe it's psychosomatic, but I also like the taste. Anyway, so Link dives back into the pool with Zelda, and she gives them magical bubble helmets that'll let them breathe underwater, basically. I guess it just filters the oxygen. Because otherwise, those would last about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Just put a bag over your head and swim underwater. It's safe.
Yeah. Try this at home, kids. And then, Link's like, I was already down here. There's nothing. And no, there was a grate. Now, I mean, the grate hasn't been opened or moved. But as they're looking at it and trying to move it, I think this was a real giant fish monster. There's some, like the eel was. It seems more solid than the other water monsters, but I guess it's still a regular water, or it's still a conjured up water monster by whoever the enemy is of the episode.
Man.
Yeah. Anyway, the fish busts through, and then it swims back to the hole it was in. and it manages to chomp down on the Triforce with Zelda still attached.
Yeah. And Link goes after, and it's like, nope, can't catch up. Slow it down, princess.
Yeah, to be fair, I doubt I could outswim a giant fish.
Yeah, fair, but...
Yeah. So Zelda casts a spell and makes a frozen bit of the... just a wall of ice underwater, and the fish bams into it, and like a fly or a bird that keeps tapping the same spot on a window, even though the window next to it is open, the fish doesn't go around it.
Yeah.
And then Link zaps the fish, and Zelda's free.
Triforce is free.
Yeah. And Link's like, saved you again, princess. Kiss me. She's like, sure. And Link's like, what? Oh, boy. Goes up, clonk. Of course, they're both wearing the helmets. Oh, I forgot about this helmet. I didn't.
Yeah.
Now, come on. And, yeah, they exit the water in a natural spring, like a pond, but less green and awful.
Yeah.
And Zelda mentions it seems familiar, and they're once again beset on by the water demons.
But this time we're seeing little green laser beams come from the trees.
Yeah, or more like lightning zaps. It's very similar to the magic effect that came from Zelda's hand when she cast the ice spell.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll be important later.
So they continue fighting off these monsters that seem to be never-ending.
Yeah. Zelda, however, gets to the edge, climbs out, and notices the beams, or the bolts coming out of the trees, and just jumps into the tree without rustling a single leaf. She just disappears behind the painting.
Yes.
And she comes out holding a fairy in her hand. And then all the other fairies come out. And the fairy... Go ahead.
We find out the fairy is Sprite's sister.
Yeah. I can't remember why they mention it.
I don't know either.
Just a line like, oh, this must be the magical spring of the fairies Sprite told me about.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, I'm Sprite's sister. And a bunch of the other fairies come out, and something's been draining our spring, so we've been trying to defend it.
Yeah.
And then there was a little rocky entrance gate thing we could see in a couple shots. And we hear the king's voice, and it pans over, and there he is with the king of the fairies, who looks like a tiny version of himself with wings, which is funny. King Oberon of the fairies. And they explain that, something was draining the spring, they were defending it, and the king explains to the fairies that, hey, once the park is full, we're just going to use magical pumps to recycle the water, we won't be draining the spring anymore. And all's well that ends well. The king asks, the fairy king asks if he can come visit. The King Harkinian's like, oh, anything for a fellow king. And Sprite comes back. Oh, not till the end.
Yeah.
So we cut to the water park.
Where they're all going down the slides. No water in the slide.
I forgot to mute my phone.
No water in the slide.
There is no water in this slide. That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Having once again been on a water slide recently, you really got to let that water under you.
Yeah.
And but the king, Link, and Zelda slide down this slide, all woohooing, and we see lots of Hylians around. And the men are all in either goofy 1930s striped swimming costumes, or just shorts and shirts. And there's a few other women who are lounging around in just one pieces. Because I guess they just told the animators, hey, they're all going to be in swimsuits. So it's like, okay. I mean, it's nothing, outrageous. It's just funny to see in this medieval magic kingdom. It's like, oh yeah. But meanwhile, Zelda's dressed like she's going to get photographed by Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
And they grind their way down the unwatered brick slide and land in the pool. And Link asks for a kiss. Zelda says, sure, I guess it won't ruin the mood too much. And then just as they're about to kiss, another green fairy bolt hits the water, splashes them. There's Sprite.
Yeah.
And yeah, King Oberon's like, "Oh, my daughter, you're back from your trip." And yeah, Link's like, "Oh, phooey, this always happens." And everybody else laughs.
Yes.
And that's the end. No Ganon.
No. He wasn't invited to the water park.
No. He's going to show up like Maleficent. My invitation must have gotten lost.
And
yeah, that's not the only thing that can get lost, Ganon. What's that?
You were invited just for the after party when we leave.
Yeah. You can come back after the party.
Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, we did ask, how long until this thing is trashed by Ganon for real?
16 hours, 14 minutes, and 28 seconds.
A new record for a new public infrastructure project in Hyrule.
He does wait for it all to be finished.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you? That's how you send a message. You wait till it's full of civilians. And then you blow it up. Or, send a bunch of inept moblins to cause trouble. And then the evil jar is full of drowned moblins.
Now the question is...
Right, I forgot they can't swim.
The question is, does the water park have a gift shop selling doof merchandise?
I hope so. We need more doof in our life.
Oh.
But yeah, that's Fairies in the Spring, an inoffensive episode, but pretty inconsequential.
Yeah.
How did you like it?
I did enjoy it. It's definitely lore. Definitely lore.
Yeah.
100% lore.
Yeah, it's definitely lore. I mean lore.
It's the only real filler episode of this show so far.
Yeah, mostly because it doesn't involve Ganon trying to steal the Triforce.
Exactly.
It's literally, we're going to build a water park. And I mean, fair enough. If I had a kingdom, my kingdom would have a water park.
This is the Hot Springs episode of this anime.
It is. It actually is. You get characters lounging around in swimsuits, relaxing, and then mischief happens, and then at the end, it's back to the lounging around in swimsuits.
Yeah.
Only thing is missing, nobody's smashing a watermelon. Or walking in on each other changing clothes. But I mean, it's only 13 minutes long.
And I thought that was our job to do to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, no, a pretty good episode overall.
Overall, yeah.
And again, higher quality animation than I think a couple of the last Zeldas.
I enjoyed it way more than I was expecting to.
Yeah. Well, what was the previous Zelda?
Not Stinging a Stinger.
No.
Was the one we watched with Cole.
That's a good question.
Because that would be it.
Yeah, the previous Zelda episode was Hitch in the Works.
Oh,
which
yeah.
actually I do like.
Yeah, with Doof.
With Doof, yeah. How could I forget Doof? And his magical mechanical man.
Which you can buy at the Hyrule Water Park.
Yeah, imagine if the Nintendo store in Kyoto or even in the ones at Universal were like, and here's your Doof statue. Put it up on the shelf with all your other anime statuettes.
At Super Nintendo World Orlando, you can find your own personal Doof.
Well, was it Dr. Derp or Cole? I think we all expressed similar sentiments that we wish we could buy that stuffed moblin that Doof came out with. That would be great. But the Zelda series doesn't look like that anymore, and Nintendo's a little cagey about representing the older version of a brand. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Well, that will change when we take over.
I mean, we're never going to see brown-haired Link with a cross on his shield again. Except when they reshare official art, which they did, I think. Do you have that Nintendo Today app? The news of the day thing?
Yes.
I think they I think they showed an old shot of him on that. From the Zelda 1 manual. Or it was on Facebook or something. It was, I don't know, someone shared it on Reddit, so it's like the telephone game. I never actually learned where this stuff came from. I just read the highlight and move on, like most modern people. So, the cast. We've got... Excuse me.
Danny Wells as Luigi.
Yeah. All right, the cast. Jonathan Potts as Link. Cynthia Preston as Zelda. Colin Fox as King Harkinian and King Oberon of the Fairies. Elizabeth Hanna as the Triforce of Wisdom, who I think we've credited at least once before, but I don't think we went into. So I've put a few highlights in here for after we get the rest of the cast done. Excuse me. Don Franks as, quote, worker, who's the main highly in construction guy.
Yes.
And once again, he's elevated out of the additional voice pool. And I've got a few highlights for him. And Tabitha St. Germain, credited as Paulina Gillis, as Sprite the Fairy and Sprite's sister. And
I shall call
7-Up.
Mountain Dew.
No, what's another lemon lime? I think that's basically it.
Sierra Mist.
Ooh.
That's a better one. That's
Fresca.
I think Sierra Mist is the winner of that one.
It's like that bit from Samurai Jack. Follow that path and you will find the dragon's lair. What's down that path? Space Ace.
At the fork in the road, follow the rocky path. It will take you to the dragon's lair.
Where will the other one take me?
Space Ace!
Okay, so additional VA notes. Elizabeth Hanna, the voice of the Triforce of Wisdom. I've just got a few highlights. She's done additional voices and one-episode roles. Sorry. And one-episode roles in Cops. That's the Fighting Crime in a Future Time one. I always have to say that. The Raccoons.
That's not fighting crime in a future time.
No.
That's committing crime in a past time.
Now, this you might remember. Do you remember Dog City?
Yes.
It was half cartoon, half Jim Henson puppet show with the dog detective.
Yeah.
She was the police chief love interest, Chief Rosie O'Gravy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in 8 episodes of that. She was the kindly old lady from Babar in like 68 episodes of that. The one who like raised him, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. She was the witch presenter in Tales from the Crypt Keeper. You remember that at all?
I do.
That was a great show. And like a lot of kids who didn't know that it was like a child version of a different show, then you see Tales from the Crypt and you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but it's going over my head. But yeah, she was the witch one. Because it was the Crypt Keeper, the witch, and like a mummy? Or a Dracula?
I think so.
I don't remember. And probably most connected to video games besides this, she's the voice of the Servbots in Mega Man Legends and all the other appearances of them. The little... God, it's happening again. The little Lego guys.
Oh, yeah.
Who serve Tron Bonne and them. And yeah, they appear in like Capcom fighting games and stuff. And yeah, she's the main English voice of the... either all of them or the leader of them at least. And then Don Franks, he's, again, from the voice pool. He's done additional voices in Inspector Gadget, Alf, Babar, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. And then he was in Ewoks. And now this is interesting. He was in Droids as a character named Kybo Ren.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sort of a recurring bit of trivia you'll find, is that there was this... besides the name, there's no similarities, but the name is definitely an inspiration for Kylo Ren. Someone heard it one time while, reading about Star Wars, or read it and just kept it in their pocket, I guess. He is a recurring bad guy in it, I think. I don't know. I watched like 2 episodes of Droids a long time ago. And then, do you remember My Dad the Rock Star from Teletoon? The Gene Simmons looking guy and the kid trying to fit into school. He played the driver and old roadie Skunk. And then the most interesting one for us, he was the voice of Sabretooth in the X-Men cartoon from the 90s and all the video games from around that time that used the X-Men voice cast.
Okay.
God, I just have that lump at the back of my throat. Okay, so the writers of the episode, we got Bob Forward, as usual, who, I think we described him in episode 5, because he wrote that. And you might get a refresh of that in the future at some point, where I'll go into better detail about it. But he's the Beast Wars guy. And then it was also written by Marcia Forward, who is his mother, as we learned. Previously, he wrote an episode with his sister, so, he's got no problem collaborating over the dinner table, I guess.
No, he does not. Found out some actual interesting things about Bob Forward's family history with writing together.
Yeah. Now, this is the only writing credit at all attributed to Marcia Forward.
And Bob has quoted saying that one of the episodes was pitched by his mother, and they had a lot of work to do on it.
Yeah.
So, but Eve Forward tried playing Legend of Zelda once, couldn't get into it, but had the manual sent to her, and she improvised a lot using her history with Legends of Zelda. So the doppelganger... Sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
No, that's fine.
The doppelganger episode was actually based off of a magical item from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
So, just a little bit of extra information from someone who usually doesn't give you extra information. Me.
Yeah, hey, that's fine. Yeah, he was looking that up while I was compiling the additional VA notes.
Let's see. The actual quote from Bob Forward. Eve and I were just writing them on our own. We even had my mom pitch a story. She wrote something that we ended up having to do a lot of work on, but it wasn't a bad concept.
No, and, like we said, it's not a bad episode.
Yeah.
It definitely needed a little workshopping, I'm sure. Ooh.
So, and Eve at time of writing was 16 to 17.
Oh, okay.
So,
I think we already talked about it. This is lore or filler.
it's filler.
Yeah, it's lore.
It's lore.
I mean, lore. Okay, so ratings.
Oh. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it as a standalone episode of any show. I would like it.
Yeah, of just your bog standard late 80s, early 90s action adventure show. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bogged down on any kind of references or excuse
plot.
Me again. Yeah, plot. The main villain doesn't even show up. But yeah, so I'd give it probably a 6.5, if not even a 7.
Oh, we are on two different levels of enjoying it.
Really? You're further up than that?
I'm at an 8.5.
Ooh.
Dry slides.
Oh, you had that one in your pocket.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm going to give it a 7. I don't like it as much as the more actiony episodes, but it's nowhere near the bottom. I'm going to give it a 7 anachronistic one-piece swimsuits out of 10. All right, if you want to reach out to the show, you can leave a comment on the YouTube version of the episode.
You can email us at theanimatedarcade@gmail.com.
You can follow us on Blue Sky, Facebook, and TikTok at The Animated Arcade.
You can find us on X as Animated Arcade.
And that's basically it.
And you can also send us voice messages to be played on the show.
Yeah, feel free to email us a voice clip. Other podcasts do that. The only thing with that is I might have to listen to them in advance just to be safe. But I mean, it's not like this is a live show anyway.
No.
So I probably won't. Okay, prediction time. The live action segment, the next episode is Goodbye, Mr. Fish.
Oh, they're fish sitting for their neighbors, and they accidentally flush it down the drain.
I think it's something like that. I'll just tell you now. You remember that fish they found in the bucket in the Inspector Gadget episode?
Yeah.
It's that fish.
Good.
This takes place before that.
Oh.
I think they babysit it from like one of their neighbors, and it dies. I don't know any more than that. Because all we know is we found its dead body in that previous episode.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what happened to Mr. Fish. And then, okay. The cartoon, The Provolone Ranger. Yeah, I think we're looking at another mark of 0.
Oh.
So will Mario become the Provolone Ranger, replace the Provolone Ranger, or team up with the Provolone Ranger?
Or fight against the Provolone Ranger.
Oh. And are we going to be bothered by the depiction of a Tonto type character? I mean,
I don't think we can be more offended.
no. It doesn't matter what color
You're not defending it.
No. It doesn't matter what color you paint Johnny Depp. I love how they went through the trouble of painting him white.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's Johnny Depp for you. White face paint.
Oh.
Alright, so we'll find out how offensive Mushroom Tonto is next time. Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Aaron.
This is the Animated Arcade, and the airwaves
are our waves.
So until next time, everybody,
Do the Mario!
Thanks for listening to the Animated Arcade. Our theme song is After School Keyboard Club by Xennial, sourced from freemusicarchive.org. Our logo and thumbnail art is done by Shell, who you can follow on Instagram at YourMidnightCrafter. The cover songs from the Mario-themed episodes are sourced from the Super Mario Bros. Super HQ channel on YouTube. These links, as well as the music used in our Zelda-themed episodes and all of our social media accounts, are found in the description.